Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy B-Mac, back with another video. Back with some Gator news and, just giving you a little bit about what's going on in Gator Nation. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about Tim Brewster supposedly calling out the University of Georgia and Kirby Smart. It's got Georgia fans mad. I've seen it shared multiple times on Facebook. Most of my fans not my fans, I don't really have fans. Most of my Facebook friends are Georgia fans, so I've seen it shared over and over. They've been laughing. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about that. Not really going to get into the baseball or basketball. It doesn't seem like a lot of people care about that. But I will say the basketball team has looked pretty good, beating LSU recently. The Gators baseball team swept Miami. Anyway, that's just a little lowdown. Florida, the softball team's beating some big-time teams. The gymnastics teams just won the SEC title. A lot of good things going on in Gator Nation. But let's jump right into this video.
Hey, keep cooking that dope,
Alright, we're back. So, if you don't know what Tim Brewster said, I'm going to read it to you. I've got it pulled up right here. He says, Georgia is Georgia. Kirby's done a great job, but what we've got to do is we've got to put the stakes in the ground, The fence has got to go up. And Kirby's got to understand the state of Georgia is the state of Georgia, okay? And we recruit the state of Georgia. We're going to get some really good players from Georgia, but we need to make sure that he understands we're going to fight him tooth and nail for the greatest resources in the state of Florida. And that's the high school kids here, And just make sure he understands and send that message on a daily basis that we're here and we're going to protect our own. Now, what I'm gathering from this is that Tim Brewster just said exactly what he said. He says we're going to get some good players from Georgia and we want to protect our state. Is that calling out Kirby Smart? I don't think so. He just wants to make his presence felt. With past staffs, the Alabamas and the Clemsons and the other big-time schools could come into the state of Florida, take whoever they wanted. They weren't staying in state. They weren't going to the big three here in Florida. Basically what Tim Brewster's saying is to get back to that elite level, we've got to recruit the state of Florida well. And I have all the confidence in the world that if Tim Brewster stays on staff, that's exactly what the Gators are going to do. So I don't understand why Georgia fans are so worked up about this. They beat us 3 years in a row. You'd think they wouldn't care about us that much, you know what I mean? But that just shows me that there's, in the back of their mind, they know Florida's trending up. Now, don't get me wrong, Kirby Smart has done a great job at Georgia, and they are also trending up. They've been recruiting the hell out of the whole Southeast. I mean, Kirby's been on a rampage on the recruiting trail. So, no shots at them. We're not taking any shots. They can put it on their bulletin board material, whatever they want to do. It's not going to matter. The teams they're going to face in Jacksonville probably going to determine the winner of the East. The winner of that game is probably going to Atlanta to play for all the marbles in the SEC title game. And probably a shot at the playoff, you know what I mean? Florida did get 2 new recruits. Their names are Gage Wilcox, 4-star tight end, and Justin Boone. I think he's a 3-star for the most part, composite. But he probably is going to make a jump during his senior year. Those are 2 big gets for Florida at positions of need, obviously. So Gators are trending up, especially for this 2021 class. We're looking good. The outlook's looking good. I can't wait for the spring to get here and see all the freshmen we brought in. There's going to be some that make immediate impacts, especially if Zach Evans comes on campus. I don't think he's redshirting. I think the kid's coming to take some snaps, you know what I mean? But we'll see if we get him. We'll see how the 2 that are waiting on waivers, I think it's Lorenzo Lingard and Justin Shorter, going to be waiting on waivers. If they get waivers, man, it could be a big year for the Gators. It really could. Well, I'm talking playoff. I'm talking SEC championship game. But we've got to get over that hump. We've got to beat the Bulldogs this year. So, basically, that's it for this video. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. I like what Tim Brewster's doing. He's got confidence in the University of Florida, which gives me confidence. Because he's only been there a short time, and he sees what's happening in that locker room and in the weight room. These guys are putting in the work, and I can't wait to see it come to fruition and see them reap all their benefits from working so hard. It's going to be a great time. Another thing I do want to talk to you guys about, I just started a podcast. If you guys listen to podcasts, I just dropped my first one on Spotify. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Go check it out, man. I think it's gonna be a pretty good thing. I'm gonna have one of my friends who's a Georgia fan. We're gonna start doing like a duo together, kind of like the Big Three roll up. But he's a Georgia fan. I'm a Florida fan. So you'll get both aspects. We're gonna do next week. We're gonna drop a Georgia 2020 season preview. We'll go through the schedule, work our way through the schedule, and see what he thinks, what I think. And we'll see who his key players are for Georgia, and we'll talk a little bit about the Gators as well. So make sure y'all subscribe to that. It's going to be on Spotify. It's the only place I'm doing it right now. If I can grow it a little bit on Spotify, I might go to iTunes, etc., etc. Thank you guys for all the love. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, comment down below who you think is the best recruit in the 2021 class so far, or who is your favorite. Thank you guys. Love y'all. Have a great day.